Hi, this is Brad with Baker County Trash Pickup. My wife and I started a trash pickup business about a year and a half ago. We've gotten a lot of questions since we've started. That's what this whole channel is for, to answer those questions and to entertain you. As you all know, I use Jobber, the CRM or software that we use to run our business. And one of the questions I've gotten about that quite a few times is, how do you set up a garbage route inside of Jobber? That's what today's video is going to answer. If you prefer videos that have updates on the trash business, tune back in this Sunday, you'll see one of those. Your first step is going to be creating a recurring job inside of Jobber. Now, the specifics of this job are going to depend on you and your business, but we'll just give it a title. And then we want a recurring job. Weekly trash pickup has to happen every week, so it has to be recurring. You can pick the start date that you want the job to begin on. Let's say we want to do trash pickups every Monday. Someone signs up today on Tuesday, the 27th of January. So the very first time we can pick up their trash will be Monday, February 2nd. That's our start date. Currently, I don't see a way in Jobber to make a job last forever, so you have to give it an end date. There's a couple different ways you can do this. Let's say you want the job to last until the end of this coming year. Well, you can either guess how many weeks it is, and you can see as you type in different weeks, then your last visit date will change. And okay, so now I see I'm ending on December the 28th of 2026. So that's good for me. Or you can just click on ends on a certain amount of time, and it will automatically calculate the visits for you. That's going to be one of those personal preference things, whichever works best for you. That was the first part. What that does is it tells Jobber, when you open their mobile app, every single Monday, I need a job shown on my calendar for Mr. Johnson. Every Tuesday, I need a job for Miss Anderson. It will automatically build your schedule out based on those jobs that you create. And it will tell you who you need to go visit on every single day through the app. What you now need to do is tell it what order to show you those jobs. And again, this is going to be largely up to your preference, but what I found works for me is to make the starting point. Maybe it's your home, maybe it's your shop or office. Make that a job that is a starting point, and then you can have a basis for the very first job and where you go from there. When you have customers loaded in, each one will have a dot that you can click and insert or remove, and that way you can build the route. So if I wanted to insert at this stop, I could pick any other customer and it would move them in the rotation. This is one of those things where there is a slight learning curve, but once you spend about 30 minutes or an hour, you get a feel for how the routing works and what will work best for you. One thing to note, and why I can't give you a ton more detailed information, is the way that you route your visits will depend a large part on your specific area. The customers that you have, where your landfill is located, how much trash you can hold before you need to go empty, what days of the week you work. There's a whole lot of variety that goes into you building your route. So that's why it's not super helpful if I would go through why I built mine. But I'll do so because a lot of you folks ask. Our landfill is way down here. We want to try and only visit the landfill once each workday. That means we break our 250 clients or so into 2 days. On one of those days, we're doing pretty much a big circle. We start out around here and we get all these clients around the north. We come down around the south. We work this road that we have a lot, and then we go to the landfill. On Tuesday, we've got a large portion here that we service. We come down, work a little bit of these, and then we've got another cluster over here that we service, and then go to the landfill. So on both of our days, we're kind of doing circles, and at the bottom of the circle is when we try to end our route to go down to the landfill. If you have multiple landfills, you might do out and backs, not circles. There's a lot of variety that your route could take because of all the different intricacies of what your local area has. So I'm happy to help you figure out what's best for you. Again, if you have any questions during this, shoot me an email. Do it before you start your free trial, so that way we can kind of walk through stuff together and you can know some of the things before you get into them. That way you're not wasting your free trial time figuring this stuff out. As always, there is a link in the description that gets you a free trial and then a discount after if you're interested in Jobber. But as always with questions, shoot me an email. I'll answer them as best I can. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.